let's make some of the July pots together. And here I am putting my gloves on to keep my hands safe, and I had a bit of trouble getting that glove on. I don't know why. It doesn't normally confuse me this much. But here I am using the liquid activator from my Hydroflow, and then getting down the bottom so where I've got the next bottle stored, because I've been using quite a bit of this stuff, and it's, you know, it can be a little bit expensive because it's a gorgeous product to work with and I absolutely love it. So I'm just measuring out the liquid, and then I've measured out the powder. Now, if you are struggling to work out your ratios of what you need to be measuring out, Eli-Chem, who I get this off, have a calculator on their website for all their products that they make and sell. So you can go on there, and as long as you've got the measurement of how much water that mould will hold, which you can do by pouring water in and weighing it, you can put it in their calculator and it will give you the exact amount that you need for activator and powder. So I've given that a good mix with my electric whisk, and now what I'm doing here is this device I've put the jug on. It's a vibrating plate. This is what dentists use to make dentures, to get the air bubbles out of dentures when they're getting made. I'm using it for this, okay? It works. It helps me get all the bubbles out. Because I use an electric whisk, it puts a lot of air into my mixture, which can be bad for the pots themselves because you don't want air holes in them. So I have here, and then I've got these moulds from Bow & Nicole, and I absolutely adore them. The silicone that they're made out of them is buttery soft, and then because the base obviously would get disfigured because of the weight of the product you're pouring into it, this casing around the bottom, the base, fantastic. Love the moulds with these. It makes them hold the shape. And then I'm using this stick that I've got. It was a tool. It's now covered in Hydroflow that's dried, and I'm just coaxing all the air bubbles out from around the sides. You still need to tap the moulds a bit, even though you've got the vibrating plate, because you need to agitate the bubbles to make sure they come to the top. But I use this stick to go around all the edges to make sure that I get as many of those air bubbles out of the pot as possible and to the surface on the bottom, because I can sand them away from there, but I can't sand them on the other side, can I? It's part of the pot. It's part of the display pot. Then you've got me here, and I'm pouring into these seashells that are going alongside the big pot that I'm making for July, and I love these little seashells. They are beautiful. They've come out so well. And again, I'm teasing all the air bubbles out just to make sure that it cures properly. I don't want to be sending out pots with loads of air holes. It doesn't look nice, and I wouldn't like that for myself. So that's what I do for you. I make sure that you get products that I would be happy with in my home, so it can look gorgeous in yours as well.